Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and you are looking at a Grille. That's a Tier 5 German SPG, and this one is being driven by sub to Ian Green, and he's on the east spawn of Arctic region. Now, as many of you probably don't know, Arctic region is actually the Mannheim line. This is the line that divided the Russian Soviet forces and the German and the Finnish forces during the Winter War of 1939 to 1940. And Ian Green's moving off to find a firing position, and he's heading south, which is fairly unusual in terms of the fact that the Grille has got a fairly good range, but he's actually getting very close to where the enemy will appear if they come up the southern route. But that's, I think, because he realises he can get a better angle and you get more shots into the enemy the closer he is to them. Okay, an enemy has been spotted, but it's up on this rise, and he's falling off the rise. That Covenant's overextended. Okay, and Ian Green's almost ready to shoot. Yep, okay. Oh, it's killed before he can fire. That's unfortunate. And in fact, the only enemy that's been spotted so far is off to the north. But enemy do normally appear, and they have appeared on the south route. Okay, he's got a T-34 hiding behind the rocks there. Now, that shouldn't be a problem for Ian Green. He can just, if he resolves the aim correctly, he can get a shell into that T-34. It's gone unsighted temporarily, but that, again, it's not a problem. You could probably fire a round in blind and still hit the target. But he's got teammates who are moving down there, so they should be able to spot it very shortly. And that T-34 is going to be engaging those teammates. Okay, he's got an M3 Lee he can fire at straight away in the meanwhile, hiding behind a rock. Of course, the Grille's got a 15cm gun, and it's very accurate, and it's got a good trajectory. It does tend to come in from above, as that shot proves. 113 hit points, wipes out the M3 Lee. It's very, very deadly, this round. This 15cm gun, it was one of their favourites of the Germans during the Second World War, which is why they put it on quite a few of their artillery. A similar version of the same Arty, and he gets another kill. That T-34 didn't last very long. 35 hit points this time. Yeah, they put it on quite a few of their Arty. It went on to the Hummel, went on to, well, it was supposed to go onto the design for the GW Panther, but of course that Arty was never built. But it also was on the Sturmgeschütz, the Panzer II version of the SPG. Okay, he gets a splash there, but no joy. Yes, it was on the Sturmpanzer II. It was also on the Sturmpanzer III, which there weren't that many of, which is a version of the Sturmpanzer which is actually built on the chassis of a Panzer III, not the Panzer II. So there was pictures of those actually out in the desert used by the Africa Corps. And he's got lined up a nice shot in this KV-1. He can get it onto the engine deck. He's actually aiming for the turret. Rounds out. Wow! That was a splash kill on the KV-1, but 72 hit points, and it's a kill. So that's 3 kills so far that Ian Green's managed to get in a very short period of time, really, if you think about it. Because he's only been firing for about 3 minutes. They didn't really fire for the first 2 minutes of this battle. Yeah, he's having to move closer. That rock face could be an obstruction. Yes, it is an obstruction now. No, he's got a green line now, so he can fire now. He's firing. The gun's elevated enough to go over the top of the rock face. Okay, you can see a Covenanter. He's aiming. Rounds out. It's a long shot, and he kills the Covenanter with a splash round. That landed to one side of the Covenanter, but it was enough. Okay, there's a Hetzer up on the hill. He's almost reloaded, and he's going for the T-37 instead, but that's moving. Probably better to go for that Hetzer. It's a more difficult shot, but then probably more satisfying if he can get it onto it. Direct hit, 270 hit points, one shot wipeout. Great shot. That brings up his 5th kill. If he can get one more, he gets a Top Gun. There's only 2 enemies left, and they're all to the north. So he's going to have to change his aim and head north. T-34-85 and a KV-85. Now, it might help actually if he was to travel into the northwest direction, but unfortunately he's got those dragon's teeth in the way, the tank obstructions. Trying to get a... Oh, and that T-34-85... Ah! It moves back into the path of the shell. Wow, it moves back out and then straight back in, and that's his Top Gun. Yeah, he's got to watch out for these dragon's teeth. He might turn himself over. And the KV-85 is taken out before he can aim. So, nice battle there, Ian Green. He managed to pick up 6 kills. And let's have a look at the end of battle results. And yes, it's a second-class tanker in the Grille to sub to Ian Green. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for scoring at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. And he got a Top Gun because he managed to score at least 6 kills. In fact, we can see those 6 kills here. So if we look at the team score, we can see that he managed to get 5th total in terms of hit points with 591. But he came top with the number of kills with 6. And he came 4th with base XP of 566. He fired only 8 rounds. 8 rounds to get 6 kills. That is pretty amazing. That is very, very, very good indeed. 75% hit rate. He scored 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 4 splash damage. Most of those splashes were kills. He did damage of 591 hit points, of which 556 was more than 300 meters. He hit 6 enemy vehicles. He killed 6 enemy vehicles. He earned 12,242 credits on a standard account, but after deductions for ammunition resupply, he takes away 10,002 credits. He earned base XP of 566, but because there was no multipliers, that's all he took away. But it was a very brief battle, only 6 minutes, and Ian Green picked up a Top Gun. So well done, sub to Ian Green. Nice to see a Top Gun in the Grille, and so effectively. Those splash hits were amazing. I didn't really think you were going to take them out, but you did, and you did it very, very well indeed. So well done, congratulations. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next replay.